Hi Facebook friends, this is Nicole and this is our first Makeup Monday lesson, and today I'm here with Jillian and we are going to be doing a red lip. So please bear with me because this is the first video we're shooting and it might be a little rough. Thank you Mackenzie for videoing this, and if you guys ever have any comments or questions, please feel free to write a comment or question at the bottom of the page. So we will get started right now. So what we're going to start with first on Jillian is we're going to focus on putting a lip liner on first. That way she has something to have the lipstick stick to, and anytime a lipstick wears off, at least you have a color underneath. So I'm going to go ahead and just have you relax your mouth for me, like this. And we're going to start by just doing light feathered strokes along the lip line. You never want to have one line from point A to point B. It can look very dated. And we want our makeup to look natural. Obviously a red lip isn't as natural, but you don't want it to look harsh, and that line will make it very harsh. And what I'm filling her lips in with is our TG Cosmetics Perfect Lip Liner in Nude. And again, this is just going to make the perfect base for her red lip. It kind of helps me to color inside the lines. And again, you'll see I'm just lightly tracing her lips and then feathering in that color so that we don't have a defined line. You never want to have that defined line and then a blank lip. And next I'm going to be using the TG Cosmetic Decadent Lipstick in Luxury. This is a really nice red. It's a cooler red, so it's going to make your teeth look more white. And cool basically just means that it's more blue based. A warm red would have more orange tones to it, which is nice too, but sometimes that can tend to make people's teeth look yellow. And I don't know anyone who wants yellow looking teeth. So what I just did is I just scraped a little bit of the product. I'm going to be using the TG Cosmetic Lip Brush today, and I'm just putting it right on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to use this as my palette. Of course, if you're doing this at home, you can just go ahead and use your lip brush, touch it to the lipstick and back to the lips, but this is for sanitary purposes. I'm putting it on the back of my hand. When I do a red lip, I like to kind of start small because it will be a little bit brighter. And I like to start right in the middle of the lip to see how the color's laying on her lips. And then again, feathering it out towards the edges of the lips. Have you open just a little bit for me? Perfect. And turn towards me a little bit. And really just following her natural lip line and filling it in. You do want to have a nice crisp line, especially when you're working with a red lip. It may take a little practice, which is fine. But the nice thing about makeup is it's makeup, it's not tattoos. If you don't like it, you can remove it and start over. So again, when I go to the top of her lip, I'm not going to start right at her Cupid's bow. Just again to see how that lipstick shade is going to lay on her lips. Some people have drier lips, some people have more moisturized lips, and that can sometimes dictate how the lipstick goes on. And again, because we want a nice crisp smooth line, you don't want to go right to the Cupid's bow, just because it may be harder to fix with the red lip. But I will show you how to fix mistakes if you make them in just a minute. And I'm just going to go ahead and just do another touch of color on her bottom. have you mash together just a little bit. Perfect. And you notice too, Jillian's not really wearing a lot of makeup. A red lip is kind of like a nice way just to add a pop of color without doing much, but just putting on some lipstick. By using this lip brush, you actually use 60% less lipstick than if you were to use the stick. So this makes, I mean, if you see, I hardly put any on the back of my hand, makes the ease of application much easier. You don't feel like you have to go through with your fingers and touch up. Now I did kind of get just a tiny bit right at the corner of her mouth. So now to do some just touch-ups to fix that, I'm grabbing my TG Cosmetic Light Cream Concealer, and I also grabbed my concealer brush, and I'm just going to touch that to those areas where maybe I went just a tiny bit out of that line. And the trick about using concealer, open for me, is that it's not going to smear. A lot of people make the mistake of just trying to wipe away their red lipstick, and you end up getting it all over your face. So just cover it up right away. You can also use a sponge if you want. Turn towards me. And just to give her a more crisp line, I'm actually just going to go right outside the line of her lip. This will also help to keep the lipstick from feathering. And again, it gives it that nice, crisp, finished look. I made a little mistake up here too, so that'll take care of that. This cream concealer is really nice. It starts out as a cream, but it sets to a powder, so it'll set really nicely too. And I just want to touch up one little area. Keep your mouth open for me, Jillian. Open just a little bit more. And the last trick for any sort of lipstick, obviously you would do this yourself, you wouldn't do it to your client, is I'm going to have Jillian, because we're all worried about getting lipstick on our teeth, as Mackenzie and I were talking about, I'm going to have you put your finger in your mouth, pull it out. Perfect. That gets all the lipstick off of the inside of your lips, and our red lip is all finished. Hope you enjoy. Thanks so much.